Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Any other question? Today is just for questions.
From what I observed
Yeah.
I observed that pivot point is very, very important because
Very.
when I have not been trading with it,
Yeah.
I've been losing in trade, but with it, you can't go in and out of trade anyhow.
Yes.
And also, even when you're using that resistance and support, even without that pivot point, it you might still go out in and out of trade
Yeah.
because sometimes even after the support, it might even go outside what you think. But with that pivot line, it's a very good guide.
That's why I said you have to
Very good.
combine. You have to combine the pivots and resistance and support levels. When doing analysis, you have to combine those. But you can be a master of one, resistance and support if you want to, or pivot point analysis. Mrs.
Another thing is the lot size you were telling us of.
Okay.
You're talking about how much you want to trade with and defining the lot size.
Yes.
Well, I was thinking you emphasize on it because that one I'm not too conversant.
Because he promised to create a video for it.
On what?
The lot size and the risk management and all that. He said you will create a video for it.
We've already talked. I've talked on the risk management, how to determine your lot size after you have gotten your pips. I think we've discussed that in previous classes. Maybe you would have to go and watch the previous videos. Is there anything that is not clear there?
There's something that happened today. I was on the Facebook, so I was seeing some adverts, all these forex traders, these brokers. So somebody was using a log size of 0.03 and was saying he had a profit of about $2,100. So people were saying it's a scam. To me, I said it's a scam because I knew that 0.03 is 30 cents. So I was wondering how he will use that log size to get up to that amount. So I said I will ask you.
You need to confirm if it is a Naira account or dollar account, but I think that is a Naira account. If it's a dollar account, it's not that value is not correct. Does not correspond. So it could be a Naira account.
that one we don't understand it again. Naira, so, you will have to explain to us.
We have Naira account. Like if you want to open an account with Nigerian brokers, for example, instead of funding with dollar, you will fund with your Naira.
Okay.
You get it. So when you are trading, what will be showing in your profit or loss is Naira, not dollar.
Okay.
Yes. So it's possible that account is a Naira account.
All right.
Yeah. So that Naira account, if it is 2,000, you are saying 2,100. If you convert it to dollar, that's about maybe it's up to $5.
No.
Yes.
I think that's what he did.
Yes, it's a Naira account, not a dollar account. If it claims it's a dollar account, then that result is not valid. Does not correspond with the lot size. So that could be a scam. But if it's a Naira account, it's valid.
Okay.
I think that's why you got confused as regards the lot size and
yeah.
Okay, so it could be a Naira account. Mrs. Victoria, any other question?
I'm still not clear on the lot size.
You are not clear? Okay. Mr. Kenneth?
Sir.
Okay. Do you have any question?
Oh, really?
Okay. Let me go back to lot size and pips. And how to calculate the risk you take on the trade. I said, first of all, you have to determine the dollar, the value of the dollar risk you are willing to take on the trade. You have funded your account. Let's say you funded your account with $1,000. First, you have to determine how much you want to lose on every trade. How many dollars do you want to risk on each trade? And I recommended 2% of your capital. Don't risk 2% of the capital. So if you are risking 2% of your capital on a trade, 2% of $1,000, it will give you $20. That is what you are risking on each trade. This is what will not determine the lot size you are to trade with on any trade you want to execute. This will determine the lot size. This is $20. So now you have seen a setup to sell. Now, first thing, you need to calculate the number of pips. Once you see a setup to sell, you already know where to set your stop loss. Right? You already know where to sell, as in where to set your stop loss. Once you see a setup to sell, you know where to set your stop loss. Then you know your entry price. You know those two values, entry and stop loss. Those two values you know once you see your setup to buy or to sell. Like what I showed you on the chart here. If I wanted to enter this trade here, I would have entered at the immediately this candlestick closes. Immediately this one opens, I would enter a sell. I will enter a sell, and I know that if I enter a sell from this point, my stop loss, I already know that if my stop loss will be at this level, or I want to set it 10 pips above that level. So you know your entry price, you know your stop loss level before you execute the trade. You know your entry price, you know your stop loss level. Now, if my entry price is at 1.1857, 1.1857, that is my entry price. $1.1857. My stop loss, let's say the high of this candlestick, 1.1908. That is the high of that candlestick. 1.19. My stop loss. $1.1908. Now, this is your stop loss. This is your entry. Now, you want to know the number of pips. The pip difference between your stop loss and your entry price. Now, minus 1.1908 from, no, 1.1857 minus it from 1.1908. What's the value? What's the big
51.
value?
Maybe 51.
That's 51 pips, right?
Yeah.
So the pip risk here equals 51 pips. Now you have the dollar risk you are willing to take $20 on each trade. You know is now 51 pips, and you want to risk $20 on this 51 pips. What lot size would you use?
0.05.
0.39.
0. what?
0.05.
If you use 0.05, what would you get?
0.39.
You see, not 51 divided by 10.
51 divided by 10, that's not how you calculate it, no.
That is 20 divided by 51.
Yes, first you divide your $20.
Sorry, okay.
Then you not divide it
$20.
by 10. That is 0.039.
$20 you are willing to risk, divide by what?
Sorry.
51.
Yeah.
So what would you get? What's the value, Mr. Kenneth?
0.039.
0.03.
Okay. 0.0 what? 3.
3.
No. That should be 0.3 now. That should be 0.3. 20 divided by 51 is 0.3.
No. 20 divided by...
Yes, it's 0.39.
Yeah.
Yeah, 0.39.
Okay, so let's say 0.3. If you want to convert it to one decimal place, that would be 0.4.
Yeah, 0.4.
Now, if we multiply, now, since we have gotten this dollar value per pip, that means one pip gives you 30 cents. One pip gives you 30 cents. So what lot size would you use that would give you 30 cents? Just divide this dollar value by 10. With time, as you trade, you don't need to be doing all this calculation. That's why I said there are some things you would know or you get to understand when you start trading. As you trade, all this calculation, you don't need them. You just know. Once you've executed several trades, you will know, okay, for 50 pips, this is the lot size. For 60 pips, because you have executed several trades, that is 50 pips, that is 60 pips, or 70 pips. So you know the lot size to use. That is why some things you get to know them as you trade. So all this calculation is not necessary when you start trading. So you now divide it by 10, that will now give you 0.03.
0.3.
0.03 will give us, if we multiply it by 51 pips, how much would that give us? .03 times 51.
1.53.
Huh?
1.53.
30 cents per pip. That will be 15.3.
Okay.
Right?
I think that's true.
Right?
51.
This 0.03 is 30 cents per pip. 30 cents per pip. Multiply 0.3 times 51. What would you get?
0.3 times 51 is 15.3.
That's it. $15.3. Okay? That's $15.3.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to risk $20. So your risk on this trade is what? $15.3. If we decide to use 0.04, if we multiply 0.40 times 50, 0.40 times 51, that will be 20 something, 20.4. 20.4. And your risk is $20. You can still trade with 0. The difference is not much, which is just 40 cents. You can still trade with 0.04. Okay? Use 0.04 or you use 0.03.
But I think mathematically that 0.04 should be it.
Should be it, Abby. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. But when it gets to $21, $22, I don't recommend that you use that lot size, yes.
Yeah.
Ensure that it's just between that 20, 20.0, 20.1, there are maximum 20.5. But once it's 21, 22, 23, then you should reduce your risk for that trade or reduce your lot size on that trade. Mrs. Victoria, hope you understand what I just explained. Please unmute yourself. Okay, hope you understand. Okay, so